What are you listening to?
I don't know.
Well, turn it off. We got a podcast to do.
Oh, yeah, because you just showed up. I'm just sitting here waiting.
I've been here.
I've been waiting for hours.
I have been here.
That's a lie. You have not been here. You just walked in.
Hello. Wait. That's so lame when people do that, man.
When you do that. I don't
So
even
lame.
understand why we even did that.
Hey, I have a challenge for us today, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bam.
I went with the Monster today.
That's the rain. But same thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's owned by Monster.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So.
challenges today. We don't use the F word. What do you think?
Okay.
And the reason why is I think that
Why the can't we use the F word?
because I honestly think that it's screwing us on YouTube.
I think that's a bullshit.
No, we can cuss like shit. I think the shit is fine, I think. But the F word, I think it's messing with us on our algorithm.
You, YouTube.
That's right.
Just kidding.
You.
We'll just mute ourselves.
Yeah, mute ourselves. But yes, let's try. The challenge today is no F words.
That's only one challenge. You said you had challenges.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Like, I
that's
have
it.
challenges for us today. And I was like, oh, we have more than one.
Let's run the tape back. I think I said challenge. No?
No, I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay,
too.
well, either way, one challenge, no F word.
No F word.
Let's try.
Can I just get one out of the way?
No, because I don't want it to. I want to go on the extreme end and just not do it at all and see what happens with the
Algorithm?
with the viewership. Yeah.
With the algorithm?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I honestly think it might have something to do with the. I think it might play a role in the algorithm.
Okay.
Even though we don't say even though we don't say our video is our
Kid
podcast
friendly.
is for kids.
Yes.
I still think that it might have something to do with it in terms of it depressing us on the algorithm.
I think this is going to be harder for you than it is going to be for me.
Well, maybe, perhaps.
Because you sometimes cuss like a sailor, and then you go off on your rants, and like every other word out of your mouth is like F, F, F,
Yeah.
F, 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 F.
Okay, no rants today then.
Well, then this podcast is going to suck.
Well, I don't think I think
kidding.
I'll be good. I think I'll be good. Let's put it to the test.
Let's find out. We're going to find out today.
So,
What's up, man?
we have a coffee thing here. We don't have coffee.
No,
This is for looks, by the way.
it
people.
is. It's never been used.
He has a
Ever.
podcast called Coffee with, I don't know, something or other. And he then he uses that for his podcast. Wait, stop the show. Stop the show. I have to say something.
Okay.
Please subscribe to the channel. Please. And comment. Like the podcast. Up front, I have to say that to you because it's clearly an issue
He's getting frustrated.
to you guys to just go scroll over to the thumbs up button and tap it. It's a problem for you apparently because our views definitely don't match the likes at all. So if you enjoy this podcast, if you're watching right now, just do that for us. Just like the podcast. It's no big deal. And then if you're feeling up to it, subscribe. That's it.
Just fucking subscribe.
Yeah, that's it. It's so simple.
All you got to do is press the fucking button.
You don't even have to say notify me for everything. Just subscribe, and that's it. You don't have to be notified for everything. If you don't want us to bombard your what is it? Your page with
Your
our
notifications?
with our podcast notifications. Yeah, just subscribe and don't hit all. That's all.
That's
Anyway,
all you got to do.
back to the podcast.
All the stuff that you have to do is just press the subscribe button all the time.
Yeah, it's so dumb simple. I don't know. I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand people.
You and me both, bud.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You and me both.
In fact, I oftentimes give people the benefit of the doubt that they're not that stupid or illogical. I almost think this person must be drunk They must be under some type of hallucinogenic, under some type of something.
He must be microdosing something.
Because this is not how regular people talk or just act. But then again, not everybody is regular.
That's true.
I found that out.
That is true. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, I know when I like something on YouTube, right? Because I watch my fairly amount of YouTube, I would say. I like the channel, and I like most of their videos. I subscribe to that channel. I don't necessarily I don't necessarily turn on the notifications, but I subscribe to the channel, and I will comment. And 9 times out of 10, guess what? They'll interact with you. Yeah. So if you comment on the podcast, 9 times out of 10, one of us, probably him, will interact with you. Yeah, not I, said the blind man.
Definitely.
All right. Well, we got all that business out of the way.
Yeah, people are definitely not all there. And I found that out this last week with my barber. Oh. And I got a story to tell you. I'm not going to put his name on blast, and I've just been going to him recently. This is a new barber from where I've been going to. I went to a barber for 10 years. Shout out to Chad Patton, Fade and Shade on Instagram. He's fucking awesome, but his schedule got really, really busy and booked up.
That's one.
Shit.
I'm just gonna count.
Okay. That's it.
I'm gonna stay quiet, and you're gonna randomly see my fingers go like this.
That's it. It's gonna stop at 1. Anyways, shout out to him. He's very, very good. I stopped going to him because he just got crazy booked up, and I couldn't get in and we couldn't align our schedule. So I ended up seeing somebody else, and that I thought it was going to be a really good relationship, like, you know, barber to client relationship, but he ended up, I got kind of a weird sense in the beginning, but I just thought maybe he's a little autistic with hair, you know, like he's just a very smart mind when it came to hair, because he definitely did his fade bit on the side, but I have a need for somebody to cut the top, but a certain way, like to texturize the top. And people who do hair, they know what I'm talking about. My hair is really wavy and curly, and if I don't thin it out on top, it gets really curly and wavy and thick.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. You have hair like that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, perfect. So, he checked all those boxes, and well, I guess make a long story short, man, he got a little too comfortable with me. Ooh. And he started talking to me about his, you know, the professional side of things, like how he's trying to build his business and he's new to this area, etc. And I just listened to him. I'm in the chair. I have no choice but to listen to him, you know? And because he was so good, I ended up, he went from barbershop to barbershop to try to find his footing in the area. And I followed him wherever he went. He went all the way to Santa Maria, and then he went all the way to San Luis. And I followed him to these areas because I wanted my cut, because I like the way he cut hair. And just recently, this happened on Saturday. He texts me in the morning, and I got my haircut Thursday. So I see him Thursday, and on Thursday I tell him that I'm off social media. And I don't know how it came up, just general conversation, just talking, shooting the breeze. And I said, oh yeah, man, and I'm off social media. I just decided to go off social media entirely. And however that came up, it came up. And so, okay, so he knows that now. He didn't say anything to me at that point, but he did then text me Saturday, and this is, again, early in the morning, and he says, it's like he sent a spam message to all his clients. Like, that's what it looked like. You know, good morning. I'm just telling all my special and private clients, which is really the only clients he has. I don't know how many that is. Probably not many. He says, I'm gonna be upping my price increase, and he says it. He also adds to it, I'm adding an additional price increase because my value goes up. Okay. I read that. I'm like, okay, I understand what he's saying, but that's not needed to be said. You don't say my value goes up, so my price goes up, kind of thing.
Why does his value go up?
Because he's getting better. I guess I don't know, okay, dude. So I just say, Okay,
he's no longer an amateur, so now he's a pro?
Well, he's actually really, really good. I don't know why he said it. So this is confusing right now because I'm not at the end of the story.
Yeah, okay.
So I say to him, no problem, man. Just tell me what it is, like price-wise. And I'm thinking he's going to say it's good, another $5, another $10, whatever. He then says to me, get at me next month, all booked up right now. Get at me in a month. I'm all booked up right now. Didn't even have anything to do with what I asked him, right?
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to tell me a few other things, and he gets to the point of, you may need to contact me only through social media. I'm sorry to say, because it's gonna be hard to get a hold of me through text. Like none of this shit makes sense, right? Like a normal person.
Get through me to text. Isn't social media texting?
Right, but he says you may only be able to get to me through social media. I'm sorry to say. So he's trying to navigate me to social media
to give him a follow. So
exactly.
He's trying to up his following. Okay,
then he says to me, I'm trying to get more. He uses the word clout. I'm trying to get more clout, and I need you to post about me. That's what it is. And he says all this on his own accord. I don't, interject or anything. He's like continuously typing, and I have only said, "No problem, man. What's your price? What's your price?" So I guess, like I said in the beginning, long story short, I'm trying to make this a short story. It's not. I apologize.
You're fine.
He's trying to get me back on social media so that I'll post about him in my stories or make a hard post about him to get him more people, as if I have the ability to do that. And I mean, like, okay, so let's say that I did have the ability to do that because I had thousands of followers. You're thinking that I'm going to do that and on top of that, pay a price increase? Like, that's not how this works. If I was going to promote you on my social media, if anything, you give me a discount and or free service. And sometimes you pay me. But that's if I had a large following, which I don't. But if I can see why he wants to get on my social media, because I got more followers than he does, or that maybe his friends do. But for him to think that that's the avenue, that's what's going to blow him up, as if I'm some Kim Kardashian. He's crazy, dude. So anyways, so he's trying to prompt me to do social media again. And I say, so my next text message to him after the no problem, man, what is it? I said, listen, man, I made a decision to get off social media. That's it. Then I think I followed up with, let me know what the price increase is. And okay, so then, but it's almost like he didn't even read what I texted. Because then he keeps going on to his own rant of, I need you to be on social media. I'm the one getting you looking good. He says that bullshit. And he says, I'm the one that's like making you look good he uses some dumb language. And I'm going to save him there by not expressing what his language actually was, because it's very stupid. But
is it juvenile? Is he?
Yeah, it's very juvenile. And he's 40 something.
Oh, so, really?
Yes.
He's in his 40s.
Yes. So it's
I'm thinking this kid's in like his 20s.
So I'm like, so he says his spiel. I say to him next, I say, look, do you want me as a client still? And he said to me, yeah, it's still about money. Like, I just wanted to get on your page, and I wanted to, this is social media is the way, blah, blah, blah. We need to think of something. If we can't do this, maybe we could do a pop-up event at your studio. And I'm thinking, I'm not even entertaining it. He asked me if he can cut my hair in my gym. And I say, unfortunately, can't do that because I have trainers in there all hours of the day, and I'm not going to disrupt my business with a haircut. And then we got to think of something, man. Maybe a pop-up event, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I'm not really entertaining every single message. I'm sporadically responding to the major points.
Yeah.
So I maybe have 3 texts in there in midst of his 11 or 12. The final message is, he says, this is what got me. He said, all texts are logged and all of our texts are being logged per this discussion. And I thought to myself, what's the point of that? Like, if I was saying something incriminating, I could understand that.
Yeah.
But why would you say that? Of course they're logged, dummy. They're logged on my phone too.
Yeah.
And so I said, after he said that, I was like, okay, I'm dealing with a person that's not all, oh gosh. I'm dealing with a person that isn't 100% all adept in his mental faculties. And I don't mean that disparagingly. I just mean that for what it is, for what I'm witnessing on the message thread. And I said, look, man, I'm going to dip. I wish you well. And then he responds to me, peace sign.
Huh. So then you blocked him, right?
Okay, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to, though. Okay. But I want to give him, I've already linked up another barber to go to in a couple of weeks when I get my haircut again. And so if he doesn't hit me up and apologize and understand where he went wrong, then I'm going to then block him. But
can I play devil's advocate?
Okay.
To a point. Okay.
I don't know what there is to play, but
I could see where he's like, social media is the way, because there's like a lot of barbers on social media that post their stuff and it helps them get business and people repost. I totally understand that one. How he did it was 100% wrong. And you in this area are kind of a figure to a point, right? So a lot of people know you. You know a lot of people about your gym, the podcast, so on. So a lot of people know you because you grew up around this area, right? So, and he's fairly new to the area, right? So he thought he can jump on your bandwagon, quote unquote, to a point, right? So you can help launch his career out here. Now, he went totally wrong about doing it. And the way you were explaining to me, I was like, oh, okay, I understand what he's doing.
Sure, I do too.
I like the way you're explaining it, I was like, okay, I get what this guy's doing, right? The way he did it was wrong, right? He would have been like, hey, man, I kind of have like a business opportunity for you. Like, came straight at you like, hey, man, I got a business opportunity. I have a business idea. What do you think about A, B, and C?
Sure.
Right? And then you probably would have entertained it just a little bit, not getting your haircut in your studio because that's very unsanitary, but some kind of pop-up, something along the lines, maybe even do the podcast there, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Definitely would have entertained it more if he would have came at you a little bit better than the way he did.
Right.
Yeah. And like the way you were exactly the way you were explaining, I was like, okay, I understand what he's doing, but man, he went the wrong way of doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remembered I have the Texas. I'm going to read you.
Your Texas?
The text is.
Text is?
I have the texts from him. I'm going to read them. And I'm going to start with, not at the very beginning, but basically when he gets kind of sideways.
By the way, you're very generous by giving out your number to a lot of people because I don't give my number out to nobody.
Well, I had to make appointments with him, you know? So yeah, you're right. This is on Sunday morning. Good morning, bro. In the next cut, can I bring my mobile setup to your gym? I would like to post a cut there. That way everyone knows I'm cutting your hair. I need to make appearances with you. Nothing lame, just some clout on your hair. You're my best, he says, you're my best cut, bro. And not on social media. And you're not on social media. I need you on mine. It's my work that I'm trying to attract business. I was kind as to even let you come to my mother's house. And that is special. Now, let me explain that. Came to his mom's house. Came to his mom's house because that's where he was cutting hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there tea and crumpets?
No, I don't know. I never met his mom. Never went inside his house. I went in his garage because I'm getting my hair cut. That's all. Right. And other people came in after me too to get their hair cut.
Okay.
So it's like it's not like this is a special thing, bro. You're allowing me because you need money. This is you're trying to until you find another spot to cut. You're cutting at your mom's garage.
Yeah.
Get it, right? But it's not like it's special. So don't coin it like it's special. It's not. Like he's using that as to build up his case.
The first couple of texts weren't bad though.
No, there weren't. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is where it gets sideways. I say, unfortunately, you can't bring your mobile setup to my business because I have trainers in there training clients all hours of the day. He says, we got to think of something soon, bro. We can set up an outside pop and do a pop-up event. I need this favor in return, bro. I was a friend in letting you come over to my mom's house. Again,
it's weird.
You were cutting my hair at your mom's house because you didn't have a place. I didn't even really know who you were.
How long was it? I'm going to cut you off. How long was he cutting your hair before you went over to his mom's house?
Yeah, not long. Probably like a couple months.
Okay.
With the summer weather around the it's like it was now this is his like commercial. With his summer weather around the corner, imagine how many people want to look their best. How can I get on your podcast, bro? All texts are logged, so a copy of everything I have we are discussing. And that's when I said, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna dip. Wish you well."
Okay. Well, all right. It wasn't that bad. The way that you explained it was horrible. The way that you just read the text wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Well, okay. So for some context, let me cut you off. For some context, you don't know him as a human being.
Correct.
And you don't know how he operates when it's him and me face to face.
Right.
So he is off rip a little different. And that's why those messages, I read them differently because I know the human behind the messages. So that's why I have a little bit more of a disparaging vernacular when it's referencing him because I know who he is behind the scenes, everything that he says to me, the ways that he says it. I dissect the shit out of him like I do everybody. And I know where it's coming from. And you don't also know the things that he said before this. I'm not saying he's a bad person. He is not a bad person.
Yeah.
But it's definitely contextually dependent on the person and how and the way that I'm describing it because I know him humanly. From a human perspective.
Yeah. And you're doing a pop-up, stuff like that. How do I get on your podcast? Well, which podcast do you want to come on? Do you want to come on?
I wouldn't have him on anyone.
You would have him on. It would probably be more your personal one because
I wouldn't have him on anyone.
I wouldn't want him here. Speaking of that, I'm going to turn back to that whole guest thing here in a minute.
Oh gosh, better be something good, please.
I think it's going to be something good for you.
Okay.
All right.
Then I want to hear it.
Of course you do.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, it didn't seem that bad. It just seemed like he had this idea in his head. And I do that sometimes too when I get an idea in the head. I just start going. And then I'll start like texting somebody and going, like I'm kind of the same way in my mind because when your mind starts going, sometimes you can't stop it. And it's kind of what it seems like what was with him. He just, and from reading the text, from you reading the text, the way that you read the text, didn't seem like it was a bad way. It was just more of him trying to trailer hitch himself to you. Be going, dude, you're my best cut. You got the greatest hair. Pretty much saying you're the best looking dude I got. Right? I want to post you on social media and I want to use your likeness to help build my business. Which is, if you're going to use my likeness to build your platform, you're going to pay me. I'm not going to pay you. You know what I'm saying? If we were going to use my hair, my face, my physique, my whatever, I'm not going to pay you for that haircut.
Oh, in addition.
You know addition,
what I mean? Like that's what he's wanting in the first place.
No, like that's not.
That's not how this works. Right.
That's not how this works. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to do a pop-up event, downtown AG or whatever it is, right? And you're out there charging, blank haircuts for blank and podcasts and all that stuff, we can try to figure something out like that. Absolutely, go for it. But to him just trying to trailer hitch himself to you and use your likeness on top of that, charge you for that is that's not the business.
Right, it's not the way that goes. I think he maybe had the first idea was I want to charge him more because I need to make more money, right? And I understand that, and I'm all for that. Excuse me. But then he segues into a different conversation, which is you need to get basically back on social media because I need you to post about me and this, that, and the third. So it was the two different conversations to be had.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think it wasn't all about the first conversation, which was I need to charge more, is because he didn't even respond or reply to what I said, which was no problem. How much is it going to be?
Yeah.
He didn't respond to that. He just then tried to make himself sound like he was sought after and had so many bookings. And that's why he said, I'm booked up for a month. And
he's still doing this out of his mom's house?
No, he's at a barbershop now.
Okay,
but I know for sure he's not booked up out of, even if it's 2 days.
What barbershop is it?
I'm not going to say it. So
dang it.
I think so he's trying. And by the way, why would you even say that to one of your loyal customers that's followed you from one end of the county to the other, from one end of the county to this county to the other? Why would you say I'm booked up for a month when you know I get my haircut every 2 weeks, man? Why would you say that? Why would you put me off on the back burner? And you want me to give you more money, and you want to get on my social media.
And I'm supposed to be your best client?
And I'm supposed to... It doesn't make any sense. That's what makes me think this guy...
That's like strike 4, you're out.
That's what I'm saying. Strike 5, you're out. That's what I'm saying.
You only get 3, bud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wanna surmise that this person was on something, because I don't want to think that humans are this illogical at this age in life and this stupid to say these sorts of things. And if he's listening, great. Because I know that I'm never going to talk to him personally. I don't even know if he even apologized, how it would even change the dynamic between us now. Because I don't even know that I would be confident to want to even go into his place of business and get a haircut by him, because it'd be awkward. The kind of dialogue we've had.
Could you imagine, dude? And then he like just fucks up your hair on purpose.
Right.
That's 1.
Oh no, we're almost tied.
It's 2-1.
2-1.
You know, he just messes up your hair on purpose.
Yeah, I have to shave it like you.
Yeah, bro, you look good, dude.
Wow, that would be taking it back to the days of my early 20s. I shaved my head.
Dude, it's the best decision I ever made.
I look mean.
You said it was the best decision I ever made too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
and I don't know why like when you bick it, it looks really good. Like, or go to the the skin.
Yeah, it's usually where I go.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
this is just a couple days.
Every time I see you, it seems like it's grown out.
Yeah, well, I usually do it on like Friday or Saturday, so then it grows out a little bit. My hair grows fast. Okay.
You must take biotin.
Collagen powder, brah. Helps my nails.
It does actually.
It does. Mm-hmm. Does makes you
types 1, 2, and 3. I think.
That's right. Don't knock the collagen powder.
No.
Put it in your protein.
I've gone through different. Have you gone through those spurts of different supplements you've taken where you're like, I can't not take the supplement. It's making me so much better.
I'm on the creatine right now. Like, I'm really enjoying the creatine.
Good.
Like,
you should have been on that years ago, right?
I've been so like creatine, because like
that's how I was.
Yeah.
I discounted it so much.
Yeah. And then there's certain creatines that make you hold a lot more water than other creatines and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't want to hold a lot of water and all this stuff. And I'm on a good creatine right now. I feel like my strength's gone up. I feel good.
Well, the only creatine you need to be on is creatine monohydrate.
Yeah,
that's the only creatine. All this crealkaline, creatine ethyl ester, creatine hydrochloride, it's all creatine monohydrate. I will say this: creatine mono is superior to all of those, and just 5 grams a day.
Yep,
that's all you need.
That's it.
And a lot of people try to sell the creatine with a bunch of sugar, like dextrose powder, and that's what makes people think like they're retaining water, where they're just adding additional calories in and probably getting fat, to be honest with you. Ooh. That's what that is. But that's, remember the days of Celtec, Muscle Tech, Celtec? Do you remember those days?
No.
Okay, those are very, very old supplement days. There was a supplement product called a supplement company called Muscle Tech, and they made products like Nitrotech, which is their protein, and Celtec, which was their creatine. But their creatine was infused or fortified with, I would say rather, it was dextrose that was fortified with creatine monohydrate. So you're every like 70 grams of sugar. I think it was something insane like that. You were getting, your 5 grams of creatine or 10 grams of creatine or whatever it was, but it was coming with a slew of sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
And that's what you were getting. Guys were gaining weight because, shit, how could you not?
Yeah, right.
Taking that on top of your bulking diet,
Yep.
Whatever you're on. Yeah, but regular creatine monohydrate powder, I do that up until show day. I never stop that.
Yeah, I've recently jumped on the creatine train, and it's been great. I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks, and it's been going good.
I say show day. Like, last time I competed was like 12 years ago,
that's
man.
Fine.
But again, up until those days, I would take creatine.
Okay, so
I'm one of those old guys likes to live in the past. I would do back in my show days.
Back in my day,
back when I used to
walk up the hill in the snow.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, I messed it up. Anyway,
yeah, you did.
That's fine.
You almost said F.
No, I didn't.
Well, you could have easy. If we were on that train of saying the F word, you would have definitely used it there.
I would have went that off.
Yeah, right now too, like a couple times. For sure.
But I can myself very well.
Well, one time.
So
you
1 to 2.
Yeah, 1 to 2.
So what topic do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about the person that could be sitting next to you, or do you want to talk about
the back side, like the technological side?
Well, no, the tech side is not really that bad. Honestly, the more I thought about it, and I've been thinking about it quite a bit actually since the last time we talked. I could bring one of the chairs that I have upstairs that's black.
Yeah.
And put it right there. And all we need is a boom arm. Just for now.
Yeah.
Just for now. If you want to start that. Because all we need is the boom arm, because I have the mic, I got the XLR cable, and I got an extra chair. Hell, we could put him in that chair. You know what I mean? Put it right here. I mean, it doesn't have to be any kind of specialty kind of chair as of right now. We already have the kind of the backdrop, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like it's doable as of right now if we get the boom arm. And the boom arm's like what, $20, $25?
I have it at my house actually. I got one for my own setup, but I could bring it here.
Just kidding. Well, we already have it then. But yeah, it's very, very, very easy to do. And I was sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I could knock that out in the matter of minutes, like, to have that done. I was even thinking how I could route the cable and all that stuff. But yeah, because it's something you want to do, and we've discussed it. We could start pretty much like kind of ASAP if you want.
Yeah, next week.
Sure.
Do you want to do the podcast? Yeah, we would still do we just do the podcast once a week with the guest.
Yeah, it would be with the guest. It wouldn't be like we do the podcast and try to cut the guest in. It would be like the guest would be there exactly with us, and then it would be there. Yeah, that's extremely doable.
So, like you were talking about, I think the headache that was giving you, or the thing that was giving you headache, was the camera angles and stuff.
Yeah, the camera angle is definitely one of those things that is going to give me a little bit of a headache. But
have you tried moving it?
I haven't yet. Just because I'm worried about yay wall over here, just because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's black over there, but it's not black over here.
You're not even going to see that wall.
But though. I have to angle it to a point
where you don't see that.
Where I don't see that, but I'm still in frame.
Right.
And then the other person's still in frame. So it's not as easy as it sounds, but I'll mess with it probably this weekend and get it taken care of. Worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario. I'm actually bringing I'm going to get rid of a lot of, you guys can't see this, but I'm going to get rid of both these tables. And then I'm going to bring my other desk in here. So then I'm going to flip.
Because no more Twitch.
Yeah. So I'm going to flip one of the, that's a really important phone call. I'll call it. I could flip one of the monitors around. So then it's right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we're not looking at like a little small screen like this. It would actually have to flip one of the monitors around so we could actually stare at it and see what the hell is going on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it would save some space, and I would angle it this way, and then possibly have one of the cameras off of it, so we get rid of this room. So it's just a little bit more space in here. I might do that this weekend because I think I'm going to turn that into the man cave. So I'm going to put the big TV I have up over there. I'm giving you guys too much information right now. On the wall. And then make it into kind of like a man cave.
Oh,
down there.
We should move the TV in here.
The big one?
Yeah, and we have
Why?
that. We could use that for current events. We could position it up for like news or whatever. I could flip through the remote for current events. And or looking up things on Google. Does that have that capability?
Oh yeah, because it'd be connected to my mainframe. That would be my mainframe that was in here. Because I'd bring my big boy in here.
Right. And instead of having a Jamie, I could just be the Jamie.
Well, you'd have to have like a wireless keyboard right here to try to make it happen.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have it on my lap.
That's something we can talk about. I had different plans for that, but if you have an extra TV somewhere, we could totally make that happen.
I don't.
Yeah. If you have an extra flat screen TV that's probably about a 40 to 50 inch that you're looking to get rid of, that you want to donate to the podcast, reach out to one of us, and I will come and pick that thing up, and we will make that happen.
People are gonna be like, nah.
They're gonna be like, nah,
I'll give you my TV.
nah.
It's weird how I don't. I want to say I've had a TV before. I have a couple of a lot of things, but right now a TV's not one of them.
Yeah, I have so many TVs. It's stupid. I have a lot of TVs. It's not enough. I want to put one in my kitchen. Actually, I know it's dumb. It's dumb. I know.
Yeah, it is. Anyway,
how dangerous do you consider yourself? How big of an adrenaline junkie?
I'm not an adrenaline junkie, dude. I'm not like you're talking about. Like let me see if I can hang off this cliff here for a certain amount of time, for a certain period of time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me see if I can. That's a horrible example, but
that's all.
You shut up.
What? I'm just agreeing with you.
You mean like a challenge, like accepting a challenge?
No,
that's stupid in nature. There's no point to it, but like, let's see if you can do it, kind of thing. Like,
no.
Okay, well, what adrenaline are you talking about?
Like something that where, like, your blood is literally pumping through your body, and you're going, I might die from this, but I'm still gonna go through with it.
I do it every day with training.
Oh, geez.
Every day. I almost died yesterday.
Did you really?
I don't know. It seemed like it.
What were you doing yesterday? Legs?
Yeah.
And
it was, I don't know.
I did legs yesterday too.
Yeah, it was something like a split squat. It was a split squat, and I was done at 7, and then I had 15 in my head to get through, and so every single rep was like closer and closer to complete and utter failure, but it was because I'd done so much prior to that. That was like my second to last movement. I almost got you ever get the feeling of being hot?
Yes.
And then feeling like tingly at the same time, all like in a matter of a second or two. Mm-hmm. That happened on that set, and then what happened next is I fell with the weight, like I dropped the weight and I didn't get the last half rep up because I had to dump the weight, because if not, I was going to the floor.
Are you doing split squats with dumbbells or barbell?
Yeah, I do them with both, but at this time, just
put your foot up. Put your foot up on the flat bench.
I did this on the Smith machine. I use the Smith machine as a foot stand.
Oh, okay. So you put it down and put that.
Yeah, and then it just. Yeah, I don't know. It was only on that set for that movement. I don't know. It was just everything that built up. I overdid it yesterday, and
just because you had like a crazy cheat day.
I mean, I did, but you know how we talk about that, where the energy doesn't. It's like a point where it's like you fill the cup up too much. It's just overflowing. It doesn't lead to any better benefits in the workout the next day. You know, but it was just. I will sometimes do this. I will purposely get less sleep one night, because then I work off of adrenaline in that subsequent day. So if I generally get for sure anywhere from like 6 to 8 hours a night, but then purposely some days, maybe at every like 7th day or 6th day or whatever, I will purposely get like 4 hours or 4.5 hours. And when I do that the next day, it's typically I'm overproductive that day because I'm working off of adrenaline. And if you don't believe me, just try it. Like, you'll be forced to work off of adrenaline. I'm not saying it's the healthiest thing.
Yeah.
But it's the disparity between getting an 8-hour day consecutively, like for 8-9 days, whatever, throwing a wrench in the equation and doing a 4-hour night. You work off of adrenaline, you actually become more productive because you're working off of, a different energy system to some degree. I'm not totally sure on that, but
you definitely work off after adrenaline. I come back from like television, from like doing television on Tuesdays. Like, I usually get back like super late, and then my body's always naturally up, alert and up. So I only get like a couple hours sleep, and then I have to stay up throughout the rest of the day and get my day done or whatever I got to do. So yeah, I know exactly what you feel, like that feeling, or like. When I get to my hotel at 1 o'clock and I got to be on a flight at 6, so I got to be at the airport by 4, so I only get like 3 hours sleep. Dude, sleep. I've been awake sometimes for like over like 24, 48. Yeah.
And look, we're not advocating to do that, but I am saying if you want to see what you're made of, do that sometimes purposely as a challenge to yourself. to see what you have, what you can do, even if it is working off a different energy mechanism like adrenaline, and also as by extension increasing more cortisol, etc. I'm not saying it's the healthiest, but I am saying that it's kind of a rush, and it's a little bit of a challenge. So, but anyways, I do that occasionally, time to time, and I did that last Sunday, or just a couple days ago, and I think that's what caused me to be overproductive in the workout. Mm-hmm. Had I had a few days of 5-hour, 6-hour nights, and then I went to a 4-hour night, I would have been probably lethargic, and I would have been, not pumping out steam at all, you know. But you don't do that. I try to get a long stint of rest days in there, and then I'll throw that in purposely. That's just me. That's just, you can hate on it all you want, but that's what I like to do. No, not you. I'm talking about people that are listening.
I like it. The reason why I brought that
I know you feel me.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, dog.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I brought that up was I figured out what I'm going to do for my birthday.
When's your birthday, first of all?
August 28th.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm a Virgo.
No one cares.
That's a thing.
It's a thing. With women.
People always ask, what's your sign?
With women, for sure, it's a thing.
Anyway, I'm a Virgo.
They always ask me, too, what's your sign?
You're like, who gives a...
Yeah, I tell them, and they're like... I knew it.
Oh
I knew it. You
my
are.
Scorpion and ox don't go together. Like, what?
What's your rising? Shut up.
The sun goes to the left. Oh, I like it when it comes to the right. Like, what the? Yeah. Anyway.
When they say that, I go late.
block. Yeah, so my birthday actually falls on a Monday. This year.
Boring.
I know, right? Boo. So we're going to do it on a Saturday. I'm going to go jump out of a
It's not really your birthday, though, on a Saturday.
Yeah, it is. 2 days
It's
before.
not. You have to do it on a Monday. Your birthday is on a Monday. Do it on a Monday.
I'm going to go jump out of a damn airplane.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
I had a buddy that just did it, and he's like, it's one of the most freeing things in the world.
I would imagine, because you could die.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where he told me he's like, when you're up there and you're about to go out, it's one of the scariest things in the world. But once you get out and then you flatten out and you throw the parachute and you're actually coming down, it's one of the most peaceful things in the world.
Oh, for sure.
Because
if your parachute deploys,
if
it doesn't deploy, you're freaking out.
Hey, it's just if that's the way it goes, that's the way God wanted it to go.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Nah, that's not how that works, Jack. It's not how that works.
Hey.
You're putting your own life at risk when you do that. I mean, I guess we're putting our own life at risk when we travel.
Yeah,
and
in
do
a car
anything.
or anything. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I know what you're talking about, and I could surmise what that would look like or feel like, but it's like, man, I don't know, man. That's just.
So you're saying you wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't do it. No, it'd be. To me, that would not at the stage of my life right now, like the way that not right now. Maybe I might change as I get older, and I will do something like that. But I'm not an adrenaline junkie like that. If that's what you're.
Yeah, man. I've always wanted to do it. It's always been something I've always wanted to do, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go jump out of a dang airplane. Let's just do it.
You can say the DAMN word.
I know, dude. I'm muting everything, brother.
Yeah.
I'm muting everything. But yeah, man. I'm like, let's just go jump out of an airplane. Let's just do it, And my buddy who just did it, he's like, I'll go with you. I'm like, let's go. So he's like, he put it in his calendar. I'm trying to get Nick
together.
I'm trying to get trying to get Nick to go. Nick's like, I want to go, and I'm like, let's go. We're gonna get.
Don't do that. He has a newborn child.
We're gonna get
put him in the same.
We're gonna get a nice little crew, and we're all gonna go jump out of an airplane, and then we're all gonna go out to eat afterwards.
Yeah, if you make it.
Oh, we'll make it.
If you make it. If you die, well,
then it's just gonna be the beauty and
it's gonna be
just the beauty and podcast.
Yeah, beauty and podcast. Oh man, okay. We didn't talk about cheat meals, but I have a new favorite.
Me too.
No, new favorite carrot cake.
Oh, okay.
It's a new favorite. I've told you that I've tried all the carrot cakes in the area. I've told you that Vaughn's Colossal Artisan carrot cake was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Miss Monica's.
Miss Monica's.
That carrot cake that she made me. She, by the way, I told you that she hit up the the YouTube and said, or no, she hit me up personally. She said, after the YouTube, she says, I'm offended that you yada, yada, yada. And then she said, I forgot exactly what she said verbatim, forgive me, Monica, but I'm offended. I'm going to make you a carrot cake. And so she made me carrot cake, and everything was superior to Vaughn's. And I'm not just saying this to bloat her up. Like, I really mean that. If it wasn't, I just wouldn't say anything. I just wouldn't have mentioned it. But that carrot cake, like even the icing, the cream cheese icing was, or frosting, or whatever you want to call it, that was, it was like the perfect amount of sweet to sour, and it just complemented the cake so well. I'm not trying to be a foodie here and get into like the depths of the palate and how everything affected my palate and everything. It just super good, and it's now my favorite. But I'm kind of screwed because now it's my favorite. I can't just go pick that up at a store.
I mean, I bet you can probably text her and have her make it.
I know, but I don't want to burden her. She's very, very busy.
Very busy.
With
shout out Monica.
Monica Yorba, Tinderbox Bakery. If you don't follow her, please follow her
Yeah.
online, Instagram, Tinderbox Bakery. And again, man, I mean, now I'm kind of screwed because now it's my favorite, and now I can't get it at my leisure I could Vaughn's.
I'm a huge cookie head, right? I'm like the Cookie Monster.
She made me cookies too.
She knows that.
Okay.
And we have talked, and I'm going to get some cookies.
No, I had them the other day. She made him cookies with the carrot cake. Oh my gosh, man, ridiculous.
Yeah, she said
you're gonna love them.
Yeah, I would love to have her on here just to get like her thoughts on how, because I love cooking shows. That is one of my guilty pleasures. I love watching the Food Network. I love Iron Chef. I love, Beat Bobby Flay. I watch a lot of cooking shows because I enjoy cooking myself. So yeah, something like that would be fun too. And then having her, me and fat kid coming out, having her bring treats and be like, try this. This is new. And and we're like here trying them on air. I think that would be awesome.
Okay, if we do that, we have to section the podcast for like a Saturday or Sunday.
Yes. After one of the big
because I won't eat that on a Tuesday.
So my coach.
But yes, we'll have her on, man.
Yeah, my coach texted me today, and he goes, "Hey, man, go to Chipotle and go get a double steak burrito and a thing of chips and guac." And I'm like, "It's Tuesday." He's like, "It's all right, go."
Are you gonna pay for it? That's what I asked him. Sure, man. Are you gonna pay for it?
I go. I would rather do this. If you're gonna give me a cheat meal, which was hoagies, it was just just better meat, right? And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine, go for it." So I went and got that. I ate it before you got here. Oh man, I almost fell into a coma. I almost fell asleep before you got here.
What'd you have?
Surf and turf with extra steak. Oh, so good with and no fries. I just had I had the chips with the salsa. So good. Sent him a picture of it. He's like, "That was the better choice." I was like, "Yeah, dude. Absolutely better choice." But yeah, no, it's just one of those things, man, where it's just like, it says retarded. Yeah, no, that was great. But I found a new spot, a new cheat meal spot. And I
what is it?
Hold on, wait, I gotta ask you a question. Do you like chicken sandwiches?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like deep fried or
kind of like Cane's or
before you say it, can I guess what it might be?
Sure.
Is it Humdinger Brewing?
No.
Okay. Because they have a chicken sandwich.
I've never been there.
That's fire.
Where's
it's
that?
a deep in the Village.
Okay, yeah.
You know what Village is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have a chicken sandwich is fire, and it's battered, I want to say, and it's like their spicy chicken sandwich. It's not that spicy because I don't like spicy,
Right.
But it's enough spice that they can use the words or the adjective spicy in the in the illustration of
It's
it.
spicy for white people.
Yeah. Okay. It's good, man. It's super good. You should try that. Humdinger Brew is really, really good, man. They have a smash burger that I get. I love it. And it's melted cheese. It's just really, really good. And they have these fries, but they're like wedge potatoes. They're not really fries. I want to say they're homemade. They look homemade. Really, really good stuff, man.
So
what is it?
I like chicken sandwiches.
Chick-fil-A?
What?
Chick-fil-A.
No. This place is in Slow, and it's called Jaybirds.
I never heard of that.
Right. So they have this new.
Must be shit.
No, it is amazing. They have this new kind of shopping area, right by Tractor Supply, right by Kennedy Club. Right, and so you have Tractor Supply right here, and catty corner to the right, you have this like food villa thing that they built, and you walk into this place, and there's like craft beers. And then you have Jaybirds, and you walk past Jaybirds, and they have like a vegetarian place or a vegan place. Next to that, they have chocolate. Next to that, they have ice cream. And then on the other side, they have like pizza. And it's really, really beautiful inside. It's really, really well done. Very modern, and somebody told me, because I was going to go try Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, don't do that. Go to Jaybirds instead. Jaybirds is the spot. And I was like, all right. So I went to Jaybirds, and I'll tell you what, man, I've had a lot of chicken sandwiches in my day, right? I love me a good chicken sandwich. Popeyes, Cane's, you name the chicken sandwich place. I've pretty much been there besides the one you told me about.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, I've been to Chick-fil-A plenty of times. The bourbon, the whatever it is, the place you told me in the village.
Humdinger.
Yeah, there it is. This was one of the best, if not the best, chicken sandwich I have ever had, hands down. It was so good, and it was thick. It was a big burger, dude. And then they came with a thing called loaded fries, which had chicken chopped up in it, mac and cheese on top of some fries, and you have all different spice levels. And I went with the hot. And then they have the extra hot, and then they have the extreme. And I wanted to taste their extreme. So I got everything hot, but then I got one chicken tender with their extreme, just to see if it's really hot, because I like hot food. I like spicy food. Oh, my Lanta. That was one of the spiciest things I've ever had in my life.
Oh, really?
I took a bite of this thing, and I'm like, it's not that bad. And I sit there and keep eating, and next thing you know, it hit me out of nowhere. And it's sitting, like the powder's sitting on my lips, and it's sitting on my tongue. And I'm like, oh, man, and next thing you know, I'm just dripping sweat everywhere.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it came out of nowhere, and it lasted for a good probably 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hot. But the thing is, sometimes when you have hot stuff like that, the chicken's not very moist. It's like very like dry and just this chicken was moist, bro. It was nice. It was moist. And I was just like,
man, how many people hate that word moist?
I know.
I bet you people are cringing, or some people are cringing right now.
Why do you call it moist? Because that's what it is. It was moist.
Like,
what do you want? What do you want me to call it?
Juicy.
Wet? Juicy?
What? Wow.
Wow. I mean,
it was juicy.
It was juicy. Yeah, but it was so good, man. And it's called Jaybirds, and the fries are amazing as well. Just regular fries too. Portions are big.
Is that like a local spot, or
no,
are they commercialized?
They're commercialized, but not that big. There's only like a couple places that have them, and we're just lucky to have one in Slow. And it's like kind of this hidden gem that no one really knows about. I tell people, do you know where Jaybirds is? Have you heard of Jaybirds? Like, I've been talking about this place all week. Well, it's only been like I had a Saturday, so I've been talking about it for like 3 days. And I talked to people at the gym. You heard about Jaybirds? Like, I don't even know what that is.
Did you put them on your social media?
I did. I actually followed them on social media. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that place is amazing. If you get a chance to go up to Slow, just Google Jaybirds.
I never leave my house, so it's probably.
I know you don't. I know.
Stay inside every day.
What's crazy is he's late here and he lives down the street, which is it blows my mind. He like lives dang near next door and he's still late. Just Google Jaybirds and go have an amazing chicken sandwich.
Do they have grilled, or is it just fried?
It's just fried.
Okay. It's hard for me to do fried foods, man. Even on my cheat day, it's real hard. I mean, I've done them, but it's like, it's just tough, man, because fried foods are just
juicy, bro. Sorry, since people don't like moist. It's so juicy, bro. Like
I guess I'll have to do it as a second cheat meal.
Yeah.
Do a main cheat meal and then do that as a second.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed. So I did that, and then I went to the donut place in where Vaughn's is. and Slow. They have like because the rest of the
Slow Doko?
No, the rest of the places are Slow Doko. And not a huge fan of Slow Doko. No offense, Slow Doko. Not a huge fan of theirs. Right? I like the old school kind of.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You know what I mean? We've talked about this. Old school place right there. Fresh donuts. Old school place.
Is it Sunshine?
It's kind of like Sunshine, but it's right by the Taco Bell and that Italian restaurant that's right there. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a pizza place too. There's like Taco Bell, then it has that pizza place, and then it has the donut place right next to it. And it's literally right across the street, right across. Like you could look out the donut door and see Planet Fitness right there. I wouldn't be surprised if people went and got donuts and went to Planet Fitness.
For sure. For sure they did.
Oh yeah.
Because no judgment zone.
None. So I went
They walk in there with their donuts, eating their donuts. No judgment zone.
None whatsoever.
People are judging the F out of you.
Here's the thing. Okay. I have
more judgy people at Planet Fitness than the Fitness 19 that we go to.
Absolutely. I have a problem with that. And I'll tell you what my problem is after I finish what I was saying. I had an apple fritter, but I had him heat it up for me, about 30 seconds in the microwave. Oh, bro.
Will you eat it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 30 seconds in the microwave. Then I had a couple other donuts. And that's the only place that I have found that does lemon filled, but with a glazed top, not the powdered sugar top.
Ooh.
Don't like the powdered sugar.
Yeah.
I like the glazed top.
Oh, no. Foster's does that.
They tell me all the time.
Not lemon filled, though. Jelly filled.
Yeah, they're jelly filled. This one was lemon jelly filled in a glaze.
Lemon and jelly together?
No. Just a lemon filled, but it's like the jelly.
Yes.
Yeah. But it was in a glaze.
Krispy Kreme does that.
Yeah, but then I gotta go San Marino.
Krispy Kreme is not the quintessential donut either.
No, it's not.
They're very
commercial.
Yeah. But I still smash a dozen Krispy Kremes.
Oh yeah,
nothing.
Krispy Kremes are absolutely amazing. If you ever go to Vegas, which I know you'll never go to Vegas, there's a place called Pink Box Donuts.
Yeah,
amazing.
Voodoo Donuts, I hear is. I've actually had Voodoo Donuts. I'm sorry, I haven't heard. I've had Voodoo Donuts, but it was like years ago. But they are like the business.
Which one did you?
Not the main flagship store. Like right, that one's in what?
Oregon.
Yeah. I'm talking about the one that is in L.A. They have one in L.A.
Oh, do they have one in
LA? I think, or somewhere down south somewhere. And anyways, someone brought them back for me. This was years ago. Mm-hmm. And anyways, very, very good. But like, I'm a regular donut kind of guy like you. Like, I don't like all the fancy stuff. I don't even like bacon on my maple. I don't.
See, I had one of those.
I don't even do that. I just like a maple. Like my favorite donut is a maple and a maple old fashioned, maple bar, maple old fashioned. And then probably apple fritter.
Apple fritters are so good. They're so good, especially when you heat them up.
They are the densest thing.
They are so good.
You're putting down easily on an apple fritter on like Foster's, maybe like 1,400 calories.
No, less than that.
100%.
Really?
Less than that? No, dude.
Think.
If you go to Starbucks and you get their apple fritter, you've seen how big that thing is?
No, I haven't.
It's very small, and it's very thin in comparison. That one I want to say is like 600 to 800 calories.
But it has apple in it.
Right.
So it's got to be healthy.
Right, it does. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing on Foster's. But I want to say that thing, I mean, I put it at anywhere from 1,200 to 1,400 calories. That's what I put it at. Because it's...
I was thinking like more like 6 or 7.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want it to be.
I get make it whatever I want because I'm eating.
It's 1 calorie.
It's 1 calorie.
That's what I say it is. It's 1
healthy.
calorie.
It's
a negative calorie. It takes more to digest it than it is than the calories that it does possess.
So yeah, I had like 3 or 4 donuts there.
It's like celery.
It's like celery. No, it's not. It's like eating a regular apple.
Yeah. It's so good for you.
So good. But yeah, then I had some donuts and then had some cookies on top of that and then called it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
That's a good one compared to what I did. I went to Cheesecake Factory and had...
Did you go to Fresno?
No.
Was it
Cheesecake Factory in Oxnard.
Oxnard. Okay. I knew there was 2 locations. I was like, if you didn't go to Fresno, you went to Oxnard.
And then there's Thousand Oaks too. They have Thousand Oaks and they have them all over, but... I never typically go north, man. I don't. Yeah, we always typically go south. And anyway, Cheesecake Factory.
What a beautiful drive it is.
The north?
Going south.
Oh yeah, south.
Oh,
yeah, I thought
so
you were being.
beautiful.
Yeah, north is not.
No, it's not, dude. It's just dry and sucks.
Yeah, we had appetizer, sweet corn tamale cakes. Then I had a couple of entrees, one of which was shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. I love like the home style cooking food, mashed potatoes, gravy, meat, whatever. And I got shepherd's pie, and then I got like an Asian dish. It was like an orange chicken and rice. And it wasn't called, it was called coconut lime chicken or something. That was fried. Right, so that was even like that was odd that I got that because I don't typically fry. I can't. It's hard for me to do fried foods, like I said. But I was like, screw it, I'll do this. I wanted to get something different, and I never typically get anything different when I go there. And then I got a few cheesecakes afterwards, and which got me kind of sick. I really felt like I overdid it, even though it didn't seem like that much food.
Just sitting right here.
Oh my gosh, I was walking around the plaza with my stomach just. I look like a one of those powerlifter stomachs.
Yeah,
really
power
big
belly,
and hard.
The old power belly.
Yeah. Everything was so extended and hard and just blah, you know. And
that's what I was when I was a lot heavier. I used to call it the power belly. I was like, yeah, I just have power belly.
Right. And it was not a good feeling, man. I was like breathing heavily, you know, doing one of those numbers every like 10 minutes. And then I got back and then ate Monica's carrot cake and cookies. And it was so good, man. But that was my cheat meal.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
No, but it was a lot, man. It was like, even for me, I feel like I was overdoing it. But that's the objective that day. To get so sick of that food, I don't want it for another week.
Oh yeah, I had some cookies and I had some Reese's too. I totally forgot. I had put some Reese's.
What kind of Reese's?
It was like a Reese's like bar thing. It was great.
Was it the Nutrageous?
No. It was like this
fast
big.
break?
No, it looked like a Hershey's bar, but it like had like 4 layers to it, and it was like 8 or 10 deep. It was great.
8 or 10 deep.
Yeah, it was 8 or 10 that way, and then like.
What do you mean?
Well, it was like because they were like little squares, right? And then I think it was like 4 or 5 long, and then like 10 wide. It was a big honking thing.
What are you talking about? Where do they sell this bar at?
At a grocery store, bro.
Really?
Yeah, you got to go out more.
Oh, shut your face. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never... Is it Sticks?
No. Sticks? Like the band?
Reese's Sticks?
No. I'll bring you one.
Like, did you say like the band? Wow. That's way before your time, man. You should know what Sticks is.
Really?
I mean, Sticks, what do they sing?
Come sail away, come sail away.
Oh, that's Sticks?
Come and sail away with me. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. What about Chicago?
Do you know what?
Exactly.
Anyways,
yeah.
Do you know that I thought, what's that song Aerosmith sings? I didn't think it was Aerosmith. It was Dream On.
Dream On.
I didn't think that was Aerosmith.
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like him.
It does not. Nobody, and when I tell people that, they're like they act like I'm crazy. Like it does sound Aerosmith. I was like, this does not sound.
It doesn't sound like him.
Like Steven Tyler,
Yeah,
dude. This does not sound like him, dude. Like he had a voice change or something. Like the Dream On, that song. Oh my gosh, man! I play that when I'm training sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And I get racked up when it gets to that part where Dream On, Dream. Oh my gosh! You know what song that's in is in Forrest Gump. I think it's in Forrest Gump when she's gonna go and commit suicide. She gets to the top of that ledge. She's like had it with her life.
No, that's not.
It's not Dream On?
No, it's not.
But do you know it's a song like that?
It's a Hendrix song.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it's Hendrix.
But it's like at that part where it's when it's like yeah.
It's like building. You're just like, let's go. I don't want you to jump, but I'm gonna lift this.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that. I don't know why. I don't know what, but
yeah,
like
I want to say it's Hendrix.
Maybe you're right. Forrest Gump, man.
What a great movie.
It is one of the best movies. You watch that when you're older and you really take in what it is.
Absolutely.
And you're just like, man, that guy. I mean, obviously, there's the disparity between the two people in the life journeys that they go, that they are that they end up going in life. It's crazy, but it just goes to show that if. And I'm not saying this happens for everybody in their life, but you just, it's almost like he doesn't think, he just does.
Yeah.
And when he does, it ends up working out extravagantly well for him, you know? I mean, and he's got no direction. He's not listening to Tony Robbins, what to do with his life or anything like that. It's like he's just doing because it's what he wants to do and he feels like doing it. And his life is just remarkable as a result. And he also cares about people and he does things not just for him, but for people, for his mother, for, you know, he builds bonds with people and their relationships with people like Bubba and Jenny. And it's just remarkable. Lieutenant Dan. It's just remarkable the kind of journey the life that he led. If in fact that was, let's just say he was a real person, like, man, that is just remarkable in the ways that in the navigation of his life and what it culminated into. It's just so awesome. Such a good movie. He's that and the way he acts. I mean, Tom is just such a great actor.
Sorry for messing up your New Year's Eve party, Lieutenant Dan. She tastes like cigarettes.
There's so many good parts in that, man. So
good parts, man. Oh, man.
I saw a good movie this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Air, the Michael Jordan movie.
Yeah, that has was it Wahlberg in it? No, it doesn't have Wahlberg in it. It has
Matt Damon.
Ben Affleck. I always get those two mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie, man. A really good movie.
Where'd you see it at?
Theater in Oxnard, right next to Cheesecake Factory.
Nice.
Very, very good movie, man. That and
did you have candy while you ate?
No, because it was before dinner. I didn't want to ruin.
You didn't want to ruin?
Yeah. Or else that's what I would have loved to do. I would have loved to do the popcorn, candy, and of course Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that concoction.
Yeah, I think the last movie I saw was John Wick. John Wick 4, and I think I saw that last weekend. That was good. And I saw a movie that's on the Peacock right now, and I thought it was really, really well done. Rotten Tomatoes only gave it like 67 or 68, and I was just like, I'm still gonna watch it because it has like one of my favorite actors, a guy I look up to, in it. So I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. It was called A Knock at the Cabin Door. It was really good.
What's it about?
It's about 4 individuals came together and knocked on a cabin door of a couple and one of them has to choose. The couple has to sacrifice one of each other, or the world comes to an end. Every time that this doesn't happen, every time they say no or whatnot, one of the 4 has to sacrifice themselves. And then one of the person turns on TV and like the world's coming to an end. It was actually really done really, really well. Really, really well. And 4 people from 4 different walks of life all came together. And it was.
I'd be like, get out of my house, man. What are you talking about?
Right. That's what they tried to do. They tried to do that. And then it got ramped up. It's about an 1.5-hour movie. I watched it on Sunday, I want to say. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really good. So
it was compelling. It got you. It drew you in.
Yeah, I wanted to see it just because it had one of my favorite actors in it. So
one of my favorite actors too is in that Air movie, Jason Bateman. I love Jason Bateman. You know what Jason Bateman is? Mm-hmm. He's so funny, man. Especially when he plays like a funny role.
Yeah,
it just I love that guy, dude. Air is a super good movie.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
it's actually playing. Have you ever been? You probably have. But the old theater down here.
You were going to say you probably haven't because you never leave your house.
No, but you've lived in this area for like your whole life, so you've probably been there. That old theater.
Fair Oaks, yeah.
Is that what it is? Uh-huh. How old is that place?
Really old, but it's good inside.
It's playing Air.
Yeah, I saw that. It's really good inside because it's more private because not many people go there.
It's beautiful.
So it's definitely a good little place to go to if you like the more shallow, not so congested theaters.
I like that old school feel of a theater. Like I'm not very big on like the IMAX and let me have a reclined chair. You know, which is fine to put your feet up, man. But you put me in a reclined chair when the movie's on, dude, I'm going to sleep, dog.
Exactly.
I'm going out like a light.
Yes.
I'm going night.
You
want to go night? You want to go night? Put me in one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Night. That's why I don't like the San Luis has that, right? Some of those reclining chairs.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I haven't been a slow one in ever. The one thing I do notice though is you always lose reception in a movie theater.
Really?
I always lose reception in a movie theater.
I don't even notice, probably because I'm not on my phone in a theater.
Well, I'm on my phone when there's
I'm not that
on.
a-hole that has a stupid bright screen in front of his dumb face.
Well, when I'm watching
all
the movie,
lit up.
when I'm watching the movie, I don't check my phone. But before the movie starts or even the previews start, yeah, I want to check my phone.
No, I zone out, man. First of all, I don't even like previews. So I try to get there like 15 minutes after that the show starts. I'm that guy. I don't care about previews.
When the theater's dark and you hear that you got the door open and the bright light hits the thing, you're that guy. You're the guy who goes, "Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. Excuse me."
I don't say excuse me. I've rammed their knees.
Oh,
but, hey, I move. I'm coming through.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way, man. I don't say that's the polite thing to do. I'm not polite.
Oh man, that's horrible. It's horrible. But yeah, no, good weekend, good everything. I was gonna touch on a point. I said I was gonna come back to it. I don't remember what it was.
We'll give you 5 seconds.
It wasn't that important.
Oh, don't you want to try?
I don't remember. I said we were talking about something. I was like, I'm gonna get to that, and I was gonna touch on that, but I don't remember what it was. So, well, obviously, it wasn't that important.
I'm trying to think of it for you, like as if that's gonna. What
like
am I doing? I'm being silent because I'm trying to think of it for you.
I was like, yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna come back to that, and then I moved on to something else, and I totally forgot what it was.
Why would I even try to think of it for you? Like I would have that ability.
Because we're in sync.
Yeah, or I'm just an idiot when it comes to that.
Well, that too. We'll just go with that one. Yeah, I like number 2 better.
Shut your face. Why would I do that? Let me think if I could. No, it's probably because I think I'm so telepathical that I can draw out of you what it might have been.
Like an exorcism?
No, dude. Oh, Pope's Exorcist is playing.
I know.
By the way.
I want to see
I kind of want to see it. And I'm not even one for scary movies,
dude,
but I'm kind of like,
yeah.
That might be fun to watch because it'd be so.
I don't want to say it's Kurt. I want to say it's Kurt Russell, is the Pope. I want to say, and like that's dope. Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I can't put a picture to that name.
That's okay.
Did he play in Dirty Dancing? Was that Dirty Dancing guy?
No, that was Patrick Swayze.
Oh, okay. I'm getting him mixed up with Kurt Russell. It doesn't matter. I gotta pee. Are we out?
I guess we're out.
Beauty and Brawn. Subscribe!